Introduction. In an increasingly interconnected world, our ability to understand, connect, and effectively communicate with others has become one of the most crucial skills for personal and professional success. This skill, known as social intelligence, is the art of interpreting, adapting to, and mastering human behavior. Whether in a workplace, a social setting, or even within intimate relationships, social intelligence enables us to navigate complex interpersonal dynamics with finesse, empathy, and awareness. At its core, social intelligence encompasses a wide range of skills that help us understand what people are thinking, feeling, and needing. It involves an acute awareness of nonverbal cues, empathy, and the ability to regulate our responses and behaviors to create positive interactions. Far beyond traditional intelligence, social intelligence empowers us to read between the lines, perceive underlying emotions, and respond appropriately. Through mastering social intelligence, we unlock a set of tools that can help us lead, influence, and connect with others on a profound level. In this book, Social Intelligence, The Art of Mastering Human Behavior, we embark on a journey into the depths of human interaction, exploring the psychology behind our behaviors, learning techniques to improve our social awareness, and gaining insights that can help us manage and influence social dynamics. This book is structured into 11 chapters, each focusing on specific aspects and tools to enhance your social intelligence. Each chapter builds on the previous one, allowing you to develop a well-rounded approach to mastering human behavior. Chapter 1: The Foundations of Social Intelligence. Social intelligence, often referred to as the ability to navigate the complex world of human interactions, is a vital skill that can be cultivated and refined over time. Unlike traditional intelligence, IQ, which focuses primarily on cognitive abilities such as problem-solving and analytical thinking, social intelligence emphasizes an individual's ability to understand and interact with others in a way that is harmonious and effective. It involves a deep awareness of social cues, emotions, and nonverbal communication, enabling us to build relationships, influence others, and respond appropriately to different situations. At its core, social intelligence is grounded in understanding the underlying emotions, thoughts, and intentions of others. This understanding allows us to connect with people on a deeper level, fostering trust, empathy, and mutual respect. It is about recognizing the unspoken signals people send through body language, tone of voice, and facial expressions, and using this information to guide our interactions. It is also about adjusting our own behaviors in response to the needs and reactions of others, ensuring that our interactions are not only effective but also supportive and constructive. The concept of social intelligence dates back to the early 20th century, when psychologist Edward Thorndike first introduced the idea. He defined it as the ability to understand and manage men and women, boys and girls, to act wisely in human relations. Over the years, the idea has evolved and expanded to encompass a broader range of skills, including emotional intelligence, EQ, and social awareness. In today's world, social intelligence is considered a critical competency, particularly in professional and leadership settings where building relationships and managing teams effectively is crucial. One of the foundational elements of social intelligence is social awareness, which is the ability to perceive and understand the emotions, needs, and perspectives of others. Socially aware individuals can pick up on subtle cues, such as a person's body language, tone of voice, and facial expressions. This awareness allows them to respond more appropriately in social interactions, whether it is offering comfort to someone in distress or recognizing when someone is disengaged in a conversation. Social awareness is the cornerstone of empathy and is essential for anyone who wants to build strong, meaningful relationships. Another key component of social intelligence is self-regulation. This refers to the ability to manage one's own emotions and behaviors in a way that aligns with the demands of a social situation. Individuals with strong self-regulation are less likely to react impulsively or emotionally, and they can maintain composure even in stressful or challenging circumstances. By regulating their emotions, they can keep conversations calm, productive, and respectful. This ability is essential for diffusing tension, resolving conflicts, and maintaining positive interactions, especially in high-stakes environments like the workplace or during negotiations. The relationship between empathy and social intelligence cannot be overstated. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of others, and it plays a central role in building trust and deepening connections. Empathetic individuals are able to put themselves in others' shoes, which allows them to respond with sensitivity and care. This emotional understanding not only helps in personal relationships but also enhances professional interactions by fostering a supportive and collaborative environment. People who exhibit empathy are often better at managing conflicts, offering support, and creating a sense of belonging in social groups. Lastly, social skills are the tools we use to engage effectively with others. These skills include active listening, clear communication, conflict resolution, and the ability to work collaboratively. Social skills are crucial in both personal and professional life, as they enable individuals to navigate complex social situations with ease. People with strong social skills are adept at establishing rapport, building networks, and maintaining relationships over time. Whether in a one-on-one conversation or during group discussions, the ability to communicate effectively and listen attentively is a key marker of social intelligence. In conclusion, the foundations of social intelligence are built upon understanding others, managing one's own behavior, and applying empathy in interactions. It requires a deep awareness of the people around us, the ability to regulate our own emotions, and the social skills to foster positive relationships. These elements combine to create a framework for effective communication, conflict resolution, and influence. As we continue this journey into mastering human behavior, understanding these foundational aspects will provide the tools necessary to elevate our social intelligence and unlock the full potential of our interpersonal connections. Chapter 2: Understanding and Recognizing Emotions. Emotions are a fundamental part of human experience, shaping how we perceive the world, make decisions, and interact with others. In the realm of social intelligence, understanding and recognizing emotions is crucial for building meaningful connections and navigating social dynamics. The ability to recognize emotions, both in ourselves and in others, lays the foundation for empathy and emotional regulation, two critical components of effective communication and relationship building. At the core of understanding emotions is the ability to identify and name them accurately. Emotions are often complex and nuanced, and people experience a wide range of feelings at any given time. They can range from basic emotions like happiness, anger, and sadness to more complex ones such as jealousy, pride, or shame. Recognizing the specific emotions someone is experiencing allows us to respond appropriately, offering support, validation, or space as needed. It also helps us avoid misunderstandings, as misinterpreting or failing to recognize emotions can lead to conflict or missed opportunities for connection. One of the most important aspects of emotional recognition is emotional awareness, which refers to our ability to notice and interpret our own feelings. Often, we can become so caught up in our daily lives that we don't take the time to check in with our emotions. However, developing emotional awareness is key to managing our reactions in social situations. For example, if we are feeling frustrated or anxious, being aware of these emotions allows us to regulate our responses and avoid projecting negative energy onto others. Emotional awareness also helps us recognize when we need to take a step back or engage in self-care, thus preventing emotional overload and maintaining healthy relationships. Recognizing emotions in others is just as important as recognizing our own. Empathy plays a pivotal role in this process. When we are empathetic, we can sense the emotions of others through their facial expressions, body language, tone of voice, and even through subtle changes in their energy. For example, if someone's posture is slouched and their tone is flat, they may be feeling sad or defeated. On the other hand, a person's open posture, bright expression, and lively tone may indicate happiness or excitement. By paying close attention to these cues, we can gain valuable insights into what others are feeling, which helps us respond in ways that are supportive and considerate. Nonverbal communication plays a huge role in how emotions are expressed and recognized. Facial expressions are often the most immediate and noticeable sign of emotional states. Research has shown that people can express a wide range of emotions through their facial muscles, and these expressions are generally consistent across different cultures. A smile, for instance, typically signals happiness or friendliness, while a furrowed brow may indicate confusion, anger, or concern. Similarly, body language can reveal emotions through gestures, posture, and movement. For example, crossed arms might suggest defensiveness or discomfort, while open gestures can signal approachability and openness. Being attuned to these signals is essential for understanding the emotional landscape of a social situation. Another key aspect of recognizing emotions is tone of voice. The way something is said can convey much more than the words themselves. A raised voice might indicate anger or excitement, while a soft, slow tone may signal sadness or fatigue. Even the pacing of speech, whether rapid or slow, can offer clues about how a person is feeling. By tuning into these vocal cues, we can gain a deeper understanding of the emotions behind the words and respond more empathetically. This is particularly important in conflict situations, where misinterpreting someone's tone could lead to escalation instead of resolution. Furthermore, emotional recognition extends beyond immediate social interactions to long-term emotional patterns. Emotional intelligence involves the ability to recognize recurring emotional themes in our relationships and environments. For example, if someone frequently appears withdrawn or agitated during certain times of the day, it could indicate underlying stress or personal issues. Recognizing these patterns allows us to approach situations with greater sensitivity and care. It also helps us anticipate the emotional needs of others, which can foster a sense of connection and trust over time. In conclusion, understanding and recognizing emotions is at the heart of social intelligence. By developing emotional awareness, tuning into nonverbal cues, and practicing empathy, we can deepen our connections with others and enhance our ability to communicate effectively. Recognizing emotions, both in ourselves and in others, allows us to respond with compassion and understanding, leading to healthier, more meaningful interactions. Mastering the art of emotional recognition not only enriches our personal relationships but also empowers us to navigate complex social dynamics with greater ease and confidence. Chapter 3: The Role of Empathy in Social Connections. Empathy is often regarded as one of the most powerful tools in human interaction. It is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person, and it plays a central role in fostering strong, healthy relationships. Empathy allows us to connect with others on a deep emotional level, offering them a sense of being heard, understood, and supported. In the realm of social intelligence, empathy is not only about feeling someone's pain or joy but also about responding in ways that are considerate, compassionate, and appropriate to the situation. The foundation of empathy lies in emotional resonance, the ability to experience a similar emotional response to someone else's feelings. When we empathize with another person, we momentarily step into their shoes and feel what they are feeling. This emotional mirroring can happen unconsciously, as our brains are wired to respond to the emotional states of others. For example, when we see someone cry, our natural instinct might be to feel sadness or concern. This emotional resonance is the first step toward forming a connection and understanding the other person's perspective. However, empathy goes beyond merely feeling someone else's emotions. It involves the cognitive ability to understand the source and context of those emotions. Empathy requires that we not only sense another person's feelings but also grasp why they are feeling that way. This requires an understanding of the person's situation, their past experiences, and the social or environmental factors that may be influencing their emotional state. By cognitively understanding the why behind someone's emotions, we can respond in ways that are more nuanced and thoughtful, ensuring that our actions or words align with their emotional needs. Empathy is also essential in conflict resolution. When two individuals are in disagreement, emotions can run high, and misunderstandings often exacerbate the situation. In such moments, empathy can be the key to de-escalating tension and fostering mutual understanding. By acknowledging the emotions of the other person, even if we don't agree with their perspective, we create a space for open dialogue and collaboration. A simple act of empathizing, such as saying, "I understand that this is frustrating for you," can go a long way in calming the situation and promoting a sense of respect. In addition to resolving conflicts, empathy plays a critical role in building trust. Trust is the foundation of all successful relationships, whether personal or professional. When people feel that they are understood and valued, they are more likely to open up, share their thoughts, and be vulnerable. This sense of emotional safety fosters deeper, more authentic connections. Empathy nurtures trust by demonstrating that we care about others' feelings and are genuinely invested in their well-being. Over time, these empathetic interactions strengthen the bond between individuals, making it easier to communicate and collaborate effectively. Empathy also allows us to celebrate others' successes. While it is common to offer comfort during difficult times, it is equally important to express joy and pride in others' achievements. Empathetically celebrating someone's success involves sharing in their happiness and supporting their accomplishments as if they were our own. This shared joy creates positive emotional connections and fosters a sense of community. Whether it's congratulating a colleague on a promotion or celebrating a friend's milestone, empathetic responses to others' successes contribute to a positive and supportive social environment. Furthermore, empathy is crucial in cultivating emotional resilience. When people feel understood and supported, they are better equipped to cope with challenges and setbacks. Empathy provides a sense of solidarity, reminding individuals that they are not alone in their struggles. Whether it's offering a listening ear to someone going through a tough time or simply validating their emotions, empathy helps others feel emotionally bolstered and capable of navigating difficult situations. This emotional support enhances resilience, helping individuals bounce back stronger from adversity. In conclusion, empathy is a cornerstone of social intelligence and an essential ingredient in building meaningful social connections. By understanding and sharing the feelings of others, we create bonds of trust, respect, and compassion. Empathy allows us to navigate conflicts with grace, celebrate successes with joy, and provide emotional support during tough times. As we deepen our understanding of empathy and incorporate it into our interactions, we enrich our relationships and foster a more connected, harmonious world. Chapter 4: Nonverbal Communication, Reading Between the Lines. Nonverbal communication plays a critical role in human interaction, often conveying more than words ever could. In fact, research suggests that a significant portion of communication, some estimates claim as much as 70–90%, is nonverbal. This includes body language, facial expressions, gestures, posture, and even tone of voice. By understanding and interpreting these nonverbal cues, we can gain a deeper insight into the thoughts, emotions, and intentions of others, making it a vital skill in mastering social intelligence. One of the most telling aspects of nonverbal communication is body language. The way we carry ourselves, the gestures we make, the movements we use, and our posture, can all convey a wealth of information. For instance, open and expansive body language, such as standing with arms uncrossed and making eye contact, typically signals confidence, openness, and approachability. On the other hand, closed body language, such as crossed arms, hunched shoulders, or avoiding eye contact, may suggest defensiveness, discomfort, or disinterest. By paying attention to these subtle physical cues, we can gain a more accurate understanding of how someone is feeling, even if their words suggest otherwise. Facial expressions are another crucial aspect of nonverbal communication. Our faces are equipped with a vast range of muscles capable of conveying almost every emotion. In fact, certain expressions, such as a furrowed brow, a smile, or a raised eyebrow, are universally recognized as signals of specific emotions like confusion, happiness, or surprise. These expressions often occur unconsciously and can be a more authentic reflection of a person's emotions than their verbal communication. Being able to read and interpret facial expressions allows us to gauge how someone is truly feeling, even if they are trying to mask it with their words. Tone of voice, or paralanguage, adds another layer of meaning to our communication. The way something is said, rather than the content of what is said, can dramatically alter its meaning. For example, a sentence like "I'm fine" can be interpreted in many different ways depending on the tone of voice used. A flat, monotone voice may indicate disinterest or sadness, while a warm, upbeat tone suggests contentment or friendliness. Similarly, the pace and volume of speech can convey urgency, frustration, or excitement. Understanding the emotional undertone behind the words helps us better interpret a person's true feelings and intentions. Eye contact is another powerful form of nonverbal communication. It can convey a wide range of emotions, from interest and attentiveness to anger and discomfort. Maintaining eye contact typically signals trust, honesty, and engagement, while avoiding eye contact can suggest nervousness, dishonesty, or disinterest. However, cultural differences can play a role in how eye contact is perceived. In some cultures, prolonged eye contact is seen as a sign of respect or assertiveness, while in others, it can be considered rude or confrontational. Understanding these cultural nuances is essential when interpreting eye contact in social interactions. In addition to these common nonverbal cues, gestures are another important part of the nonverbal communication toolkit. Hand gestures, for instance, can emphasize points during conversation, add warmth to the interaction, or indicate specific emotions. A thumbs-up gesture typically signals approval or agreement, while a clenched fist might express frustration or determination. Some gestures, however, may have different meanings in different cultures. What is considered a friendly or neutral gesture in one culture could be offensive in another. Being aware of these variations helps prevent misunderstandings, especially in multicultural environments. Nonverbal communication also plays a key role in creating rapport and connection. In any social interaction, establishing a sense of mutual understanding and comfort is crucial. By mirroring another person's body language, tone, or gestures, a process known as mirroring or behavioral matching, we can signal that we are in sync with them. This subtle, unconscious mimicry can create a sense of bonding and trust, helping to put others at ease and strengthen social connections. For example, if someone leans forward during a conversation, mirroring this action may convey interest and attentiveness. Similarly, adopting a similar tone or pace of speech can create a harmonious atmosphere, fostering rapport and collaboration. In conclusion, nonverbal communication is an essential component of social intelligence, offering rich insights into the emotions, attitudes, and intentions of others. By learning to read body language, facial expressions, tone of voice, eye contact, and gestures, we can deepen our understanding of social interactions and respond more effectively. Whether in personal relationships or professional settings, the ability to interpret and use nonverbal cues can enhance communication, build trust, and create stronger, more authentic connections with those around us. Chapter 5: Developing Active Listening Skills. Active listening is one of the most important skills for building meaningful and effective social connections. It goes beyond simply hearing what someone is saying. It involves fully engaging with the speaker, understanding their message, and responding thoughtfully. In the context of social intelligence, active listening fosters trust, enhances communication, and helps to avoid misunderstandings. By learning how to listen actively, individuals can strengthen relationships, resolve conflicts more efficiently, and create an environment of respect and empathy. The first key aspect of active listening is paying full attention. In our fast-paced world, it is easy to become distracted during conversations, whether by our phones, other people, or our own thoughts. However, in order to listen actively, we must give the speaker our undivided attention. This means putting aside any distractions and focusing entirely on the person speaking. Eye contact, nodding, and facing the speaker physically are all ways to show that we are fully engaged. When we give someone our full attention, it communicates that we value what they are saying and respect their perspective. Reflective listening is another crucial component of active listening. This involves not just hearing the words, but reflecting back the essence of what the speaker is saying to ensure understanding. For example, if someone says, "I've been feeling overwhelmed with work lately," a good listener might respond, "It sounds like you're feeling stressed because of your workload." This technique not only confirms that you are paying attention, but it also gives the speaker the opportunity to clarify their thoughts. Reflective listening helps to create a dialogue, rather than a monologue, and can prevent misunderstandings or assumptions. Another important aspect of active listening is asking open-ended questions. Instead of responding with simple yes or no questions, open-ended questions encourage the speaker to elaborate on their thoughts and feelings. For example, instead of asking, "Did that make you upset?" one might ask, "How did that make you feel?" or "What was going through your mind when that happened?" These types of questions invite deeper conversation and show that you are genuinely interested in understanding the speaker's perspective. Open-ended questions also promote a sense of emotional connection, as the speaker feels their experiences and feelings are being validated. Active listening also requires emotional regulation. Often, we may be listening to someone with whom we disagree or someone who is expressing emotions that trigger our own reactions. For example, we might feel defensive if someone criticizes us or angry if someone expresses frustration. In such situations, active listening involves managing our own emotional responses and not interrupting or reacting impulsively. Instead, we focus on understanding the speaker's emotional state and responding in a calm, measured way. This helps to maintain a productive, respectful conversation and prevents the discussion from turning into a heated argument. One of the most powerful tools in active listening is the ability to validate the speaker's feelings. Validating doesn't necessarily mean agreeing with the other person's point of view, rather, it involves acknowledging their emotional experience and expressing understanding. For example, saying, "I can see why you would feel frustrated by that situation," can help the speaker feel heard and respected, even if you don't share their exact perspective. Validation fosters an atmosphere of empathy and support, making the speaker feel safe in expressing themselves. Active listening also requires being aware of nonverbal cues. Much of communication is nonverbal, and paying attention to body language, facial expressions, and tone of voice can give us important context for what is being said. If someone is speaking calmly but has a tense posture or avoids eye contact, it might suggest they are not fully comfortable or may be hiding something. Conversely, if someone is smiling and leaning forward, they may be enthusiastic or engaged in the conversation. By reading these cues, we can better understand the speaker's emotions and respond appropriately. Finally, responding thoughtfully is the final step in active listening. After hearing and reflecting on what the speaker has said, it's important to offer a thoughtful, relevant response. This may involve offering support, sharing a personal experience, or providing a solution, depending on the context. However, the key is that the response should be relevant to the conversation and show that you have truly listened. Thoughtful responses help to deepen the conversation, provide clarity, and strengthen the relationship between the speaker and listener. In conclusion, developing active listening skills is crucial for enhancing social intelligence and building stronger relationships. By paying full attention, reflecting on what is said, asking open-ended questions, and validating others' feelings, we create an environment of trust, respect, and empathy. Active listening also involves managing our emotional reactions, reading nonverbal cues, and responding thoughtfully. These skills not only improve communication but also foster a deeper understanding of others, making it easier to connect and collaborate in both personal and professional settings. Chapter 6: Influence and Persuasion Techniques. Influence and persuasion are essential skills in social intelligence, enabling individuals to navigate social dynamics, build rapport, and guide others toward desired outcomes. While these techniques can be used for both positive and negative purposes, the key is to use influence ethically and responsibly, creating win-win situations where everyone benefits. Understanding the principles behind influence and persuasion allows us to engage more effectively with others, whether in personal relationships, the workplace, or public interactions. One of the foundational principles of persuasion is reciprocity, the idea that people are more likely to give back when they receive something. This principle is deeply embedded in human psychology, as humans have a natural tendency to want to return favors. In practice, when you do something kind for someone, whether it's giving them a small gift, offering help, or providing useful information, they feel a subconscious obligation to reciprocate. This principle is effective in both small gestures, like offering assistance in a conversation, and larger actions, such as providing value in business or personal relationships. Using reciprocity thoughtfully and generously can establish trust and goodwill, making others more open to your influence. Another powerful tool in persuasion is social proof, the tendency of people to look to others for cues on how to behave, especially in situations of uncertainty. Social proof works on the premise that if others are doing something, it must be the right thing to do. This is why testimonials, reviews, and group behaviors are so influential. For instance, if someone is unsure about trying a new product or service, seeing others' positive reviews or observing a group of people using it can make them more likely to try it themselves. Understanding the power of social proof can help you influence others by highlighting shared experiences or success stories that align with your message, subtly guiding people toward the decisions or actions you wish them to take. Authority is another influential principle in persuasion. People tend to trust and follow those who are perceived as experts or authority figures in a particular field. Whether it's a doctor giving medical advice or a senior colleague offering guidance, authority figures have a significant impact on decision-making. In order to establish authority, it is important to showcase your expertise through knowledge, experience, and credibility. This might involve sharing well-researched information, demonstrating competence, or associating with respected figures or organizations. By positioning yourself as an authority, you can increase your influence and persuade others to follow your lead. One of the most effective techniques for persuasion is the liking principle, which is based on the idea that people are more likely to be influenced by those they like and feel a personal connection to. We are drawn to individuals who are similar to us, who share our values, or who express genuine interest in our well-being. In social settings, building rapport and fostering a positive relationship can significantly increase your ability to persuade others. This involves being friendly, approachable, and showing a genuine interest in others' lives. Whether through shared interests, compliments, or active listening, creating a sense of connection fosters goodwill, making it easier to influence decisions and encourage collaboration. Scarcity is a psychological trigger that can significantly increase the perceived value of something. The principle of scarcity operates on the idea that people place higher value on things that are rare or in limited supply. When something is perceived as scarce, whether it's a limited time offer or a rare opportunity, people are more motivated to act quickly and seize it. In persuasion, using scarcity effectively can make your offer seem more attractive and urgent, encouraging people to take action. However, it is important to use this principle ethically, ensuring that the scarcity is real and not artificially manufactured to manipulate others. Commitment and consistency is another powerful persuasion technique. People have a natural desire to appear consistent in their behaviors and decisions. Once someone commits to a particular idea or course of action, they are more likely to follow through with it to maintain internal consistency. This principle can be used by getting small initial commitments from individuals, which can then lead to larger commitments. For example, asking someone to agree to a small request, like signing a petition, can increase the likelihood of them agreeing to a larger request in the future. By aligning your message with their values and creating a sense of personal commitment, you can enhance the persuasiveness of your approach. Finally, framing is a technique that involves presenting information in a way that influences how it is perceived and understood. The way something is framed can dramatically affect people's decisions and attitudes toward it. For example, a product that is described as 90% fat-free is likely to be more appealing than one that is labeled 10% fat, even though both descriptions convey the same information. The key is to frame your message in a way that highlights the benefits, positive aspects, or potential gains, rather than focusing on negatives or losses. By carefully framing information, you can guide others to make choices that align with your objectives. In conclusion, influence and persuasion are powerful tools for navigating social dynamics and building meaningful connections. By understanding and applying principles like reciprocity, social proof, authority, liking, scarcity, commitment, and framing, individuals can effectively persuade others and influence outcomes in ethical and constructive ways. However, it is essential to use these techniques with integrity and respect, ensuring that the decisions and actions of others are in their best interest as well as yours. When practiced with care, these techniques can help individuals build stronger relationships, foster collaboration, and create lasting positive impact. Chapter 7: Managing Conflicts and Difficult Conversations. Conflict is an inevitable part of human interaction, especially in situations where individuals have different perspectives, needs, or desires. However, how we manage and resolve conflicts significantly influences the quality of our relationships and our overall social intelligence. Effectively navigating difficult conversations requires skill, emotional intelligence, and the ability to stay calm and composed under pressure. When handled appropriately, conflicts can lead to better understanding, stronger relationships, and even innovative solutions. This chapter will explore key strategies for managing conflicts and handling challenging conversations with tact and empathy. The first essential step in managing conflict is staying calm and composed. When emotions are running high, it's easy to escalate a situation by reacting impulsively or defensively. However, maintaining a calm demeanor not only helps you think more clearly but also creates a more constructive atmosphere. If you remain composed, you are more likely to communicate clearly and avoid adding fuel to the fire. This doesn't mean suppressing your emotions, but rather managing them so that you can respond thoughtfully instead of reacting in a way that may escalate the conflict. Deep breathing, pausing before responding, or taking a short break during a heated discussion can help you stay centered and maintain control of the conversation. Active listening is another key strategy in managing conflicts. During difficult conversations, people often feel misunderstood or invalidated, which can make them more defensive. To prevent this, it's crucial to listen actively and with empathy. This involves not only hearing what the other person is saying but also understanding their feelings, needs, and concerns. Reflecting back what the other person has said, whether it's their words or underlying emotions, can show that you are listening and open to understanding their perspective. This approach helps build rapport and trust, as it signals that you are genuinely concerned about their point of view, even if you don't agree with it. In many conflicts, there is often a need to find common ground. Focusing on shared values or goals can help shift the conversation from opposing sides to collaborative problem-solving. For example, in a workplace dispute, both parties might want to achieve the same outcome, such as a successful project or a harmonious team. By recognizing these common objectives, both individuals can work together to identify a solution that addresses each person's needs. Finding common ground not only helps resolve conflicts but also strengthens relationships by reminding both parties that they are ultimately working towards similar goals. Another important strategy in managing conflict is using I statements instead of you statements. You statements often come across as accusatory and can make the other person feel defensive. For instance, saying, "You always interrupt me during meetings," is likely to provoke a defensive reaction. On the other hand, an I statement, such as "I feel frustrated when I'm interrupted during meetings," takes responsibility for your own emotions and focuses on how the situation affects you. This approach allows for more constructive conversations by reducing blame and encouraging the other person to consider your perspective without feeling attacked. Problem solving is a critical part of conflict resolution. Once both sides have had the opportunity to express their concerns and perspectives, it's time to work collaboratively toward finding a resolution. This may involve brainstorming potential solutions, weighing the pros and cons of each, and being open to compromise. Effective problem solving requires flexibility, creativity, and a willingness to consider solutions that meet the needs of both parties. It's important to remember that not every conflict will have a perfect resolution, but a fair and mutually acceptable solution can often be reached through collaboration and open-mindedness. During difficult conversations, it is essential to manage your emotions effectively. Conflict situations can provoke strong emotional reactions, but allowing emotions to dictate the direction of the conversation often leads to more harm than good. By staying in control of your emotions, you not only prevent escalation but also model emotional regulation for the other person. One way to do this is by taking a moment to reflect on your feelings before responding. If you feel overwhelmed or angry, take a deep breath or ask for a brief pause in the conversation. This brief moment of reflection can help you return to the conversation with a clearer and more balanced perspective. Finally, it is essential to know when to walk away from a conflict or difficult conversation. Sometimes, despite our best efforts, emotions may be too intense, or the other party may not be open to resolution. In these situations, continuing the conversation may lead to further escalation or damage to the relationship. Knowing when to step away and resume the conversation later is an important skill in conflict management. This doesn't mean avoiding the issue, rather, it means giving both parties time to cool down, reflect, and return to the conversation with a more constructive mindset. In some cases, seeking mediation or involving a neutral third party can help facilitate the discussion and lead to a fair resolution. In conclusion, managing conflicts and difficult conversations is an essential component of social intelligence. By staying calm, listening actively, finding common ground, and using I statements, individuals can approach conflicts in a way that fosters understanding and collaboration. Effective problem-solving and emotional regulation further contribute to resolving disputes in a constructive manner. However, recognizing when to step away or seek mediation is also key in preventing escalation. With these strategies in place, individuals can navigate conflicts with confidence, turning potentially negative situations into opportunities for growth and stronger relationships. Chapter 8: Building Trust and Authentic Relationships. Trust is the cornerstone of any meaningful relationship, whether personal, professional, or social. It is the foundation upon which all other aspects of social intelligence are built, enabling individuals to connect deeply, communicate effectively, and collaborate successfully. Building trust takes time and consistent effort, but once established, it forms the basis for an authentic and lasting relationship. In this chapter, we will explore the key principles and strategies for building trust and fostering authentic connections with others. The first and most crucial step in building trust is being reliable and consistent. Trust is often built through the small, everyday actions that demonstrate dependability. When you say you're going to do something, follow through on your commitments. Whether it's meeting deadlines, showing up on time, or delivering on promises, consistency in your actions shows others that you can be counted on. Over time, this reliability becomes ingrained in the relationship, strengthening the trust between you and others. Being consistent in your words and actions helps others feel secure, knowing that they can count on you in times of need. Another key element of trust is honesty. Truthfulness is the foundation upon which trust is built, and without it, relationships cannot thrive. Being open and transparent, even when the truth may be uncomfortable, demonstrates integrity and authenticity. While it's important to be tactful and considerate, withholding information or being dishonest undermines the trust you have worked to establish. Trust is fragile, and once it is broken, it can be difficult to repair. That's why being honest, even in difficult situations, is critical for maintaining the strength and authenticity of your relationships. Building trust also requires empathy, the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. When people feel that you truly understand their perspective and care about their emotional well-being, they are more likely to trust you. Empathy goes beyond simply listening to what others say. It involves connecting with their feelings, acknowledging their concerns, and offering support. By demonstrating empathy, you create an environment where people feel valued and heard, which fosters mutual trust. Empathy helps bridge gaps in communication and builds a sense of emotional safety, which is essential for deep, authentic connections. Another important aspect of building trust is vulnerability. While it may feel risky to open up and share personal thoughts, feelings, and experiences, vulnerability is a powerful tool for establishing genuine connections. When you allow yourself to be vulnerable, it shows others that you trust them enough to reveal your true self. This openness encourages others to reciprocate, creating a sense of mutual vulnerability and deepening the relationship. Vulnerability helps dismantle barriers and build emotional intimacy, making it easier for both parties to feel seen, understood, and connected. Respecting boundaries is also vital in building trust. Every individual has different needs and boundaries, and it is important to recognize and honor them in all relationships. This includes both physical boundaries, such as personal space, and emotional boundaries, such as respecting privacy or knowing when not to push for certain information. When you show respect for someone's boundaries, you demonstrate that you value their autonomy and well-being, which in turn builds trust. Disregarding boundaries can lead to feelings of discomfort, resentment, and betrayal, eroding the trust that has been established. In addition to respecting boundaries, clear and open communication is essential for building trust. Misunderstandings and assumptions can easily cause confusion and break down trust, so it is important to communicate openly and honestly about your thoughts, feelings, and expectations. Regularly checking in with others, expressing your needs clearly, and ensuring that everyone is on the same page can help prevent issues from arising. Open communication fosters transparency, reduces anxiety, and shows that you are committed to creating a relationship based on trust and mutual understanding. Lastly, forgiveness plays a crucial role in maintaining trust over time. No one is perfect, and mistakes will inevitably happen in any relationship. However, the ability to forgive and move forward is essential for keeping trust intact. Forgiveness doesn't mean condoning harmful behavior, but rather choosing to let go of resentment and giving others the opportunity to make amends. By practicing forgiveness, you show that you value the relationship more than the mistakes that may have occurred, reinforcing the strength and authenticity of the connection. In conclusion, building trust and fostering authentic relationships requires a combination of consistency, honesty, empathy, vulnerability, respect, clear communication, and forgiveness. Trust is built over time through small, everyday actions and requires ongoing effort to maintain. By cultivating these qualities in your interactions with others, you can create relationships that are not only based on mutual respect but also on genuine connection and understanding. Authentic relationships are the foundation of personal and professional success, and when trust is present, individuals can work together more effectively, support one another through challenges, and grow together. Chapter 9: Navigating Group Dynamics. Understanding group dynamics is essential for anyone looking to enhance their social intelligence. Group dynamics refer to the patterns of behavior, interactions, and relationships that emerge within a group. Whether in the workplace, social settings, or family gatherings, each group has its own set of norms, hierarchies, and power structures. By understanding how these dynamics operate, individuals can better navigate group interactions, foster collaboration, and effectively contribute to the group's goals. In this chapter, we'll explore key principles for understanding and navigating group dynamics, enabling you to thrive in group settings. The first step in navigating group dynamics is understanding the roles within the group. Every group consists of individuals who bring unique skills, personalities, and perspectives. In any given group, certain roles will naturally emerge, such as the leader, the mediator, the contributor, and the passive member. Understanding your own role within the group, as well as the roles of others, can help you adjust your behavior to facilitate smoother interactions. If you are in a leadership position, recognizing and valuing the contributions of others helps build trust and create a more inclusive environment. In contrast, if you are a passive participant, finding ways to actively engage and contribute will enhance both your experience and the group's overall success. A critical component of group dynamics is group cohesion, the strength of the bonds between group members. Cohesion is essential for maintaining a productive and supportive group environment, as it encourages collaboration and mutual respect. Strong cohesion typically arises when group members share common goals, values, and interests, which promotes trust and cooperation. As a member of a group, fostering cohesion means being an active participant, showing appreciation for others' contributions, and being supportive during conflicts or challenges. When everyone feels connected to the group's goals and to one another, the group is more likely to perform at its best. Effective communication is another cornerstone of navigating group dynamics. In any group setting, clear and open communication is essential for preventing misunderstandings, resolving conflicts, and ensuring that everyone's voice is heard. Good communication involves active listening, clarity in expressing ideas, and respect for diverse viewpoints. It is important to ensure that everyone has an opportunity to contribute, as this promotes inclusivity and prevents dominant voices from overshadowing others. Encouraging an environment where open and respectful communication is prioritized will strengthen relationships and allow for more efficient decision-making. Another vital aspect of group dynamics is understanding power structures within the group. Every group has an informal or formal hierarchy, and understanding the distribution of power within the group helps individuals navigate interactions more effectively. Power can be based on various factors, such as experience, seniority, or expertise. While leaders or more experienced individuals may naturally have more influence, it is crucial to recognize that power dynamics can change, and everyone has something valuable to contribute. As a group member, being mindful of these power structures can help you understand the underlying motivations of others, collaborate more effectively, and know when to assert your own voice. Conflict is inevitable in any group, and knowing how to manage conflict within group dynamics is an essential skill. Disagreements are natural and often arise when individuals have different viewpoints, goals, or personalities. However, how conflicts are managed determines the group's overall success. When conflict arises, it is important to address it calmly and constructively, focusing on the issue at hand rather than personal attacks. A skilled mediator can help guide the group through the conflict, ensuring that everyone's opinions are heard and that the group works together to find a solution. A healthy approach to conflict can strengthen the group's cohesion and improve problem-solving abilities. To foster a positive and productive group dynamic, it is also essential to encourage collaboration. When group members work together toward a common goal, the group's overall success increases, and individuals benefit from shared knowledge and diverse perspectives. Collaboration requires flexibility, openness, and a willingness to share credit for successes. It is important to create an environment where everyone feels empowered to contribute and where each member's strengths are leveraged for the benefit of the group. When collaboration is prioritized, groups are more innovative, cohesive, and effective in achieving their objectives. Finally, adapting to changing dynamics is a key element of successfully navigating group settings. Groups are not static, and the dynamics within them can shift due to changes in membership, goals, or external factors. Being adaptable and open to these changes allows you to respond more effectively and maintain your relevance within the group. If group goals shift, members may need to reassess their roles and responsibilities, and effective communication becomes even more crucial during these transitions. By remaining flexible and responsive, you ensure that you contribute positively to the evolving group dynamic, helping the group achieve its goals in the face of change. In conclusion, understanding and navigating group dynamics is a vital skill for building effective relationships and fostering collaboration. By recognizing the roles of individuals, fostering group cohesion, communicating clearly, understanding power structures, managing conflict, encouraging collaboration, and adapting to change, individuals can navigate group settings with confidence. A positive group dynamic can lead to increased productivity, innovation, and mutual respect, making it a powerful tool for personal and professional success. Whether you are leading a group or participating as a member, mastering group dynamics will enhance your social intelligence and your ability to thrive in collective environments. Chapter 10: Enhancing Leadership Through Social Intelligence. Effective leadership is not just about making decisions or setting goals, it's about understanding people, building relationships, and motivating others to achieve collective success. Social intelligence plays a crucial role in this process, as it enables leaders to connect with their teams, communicate effectively, and navigate complex interpersonal dynamics. In this chapter, we will explore how leaders can enhance their leadership abilities through social intelligence, fostering an environment of trust, collaboration, and empowerment. The foundation of leadership through social intelligence lies in empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of others, which is essential for a leader who must navigate the emotional and psychological needs of their team. By being empathetic, leaders can recognize the challenges their team members face, offer support, and adjust their leadership style to suit individual needs. This ability to connect emotionally with others creates a more supportive and inclusive work environment, where team members feel understood and valued. Empathetic leaders are more likely to inspire loyalty, motivate their teams, and foster a culture of mutual respect. Another critical aspect of leadership is effective communication. Socially intelligent leaders know how to communicate in a way that resonates with their team, ensuring that messages are clear, concise, and motivating. They are also skilled listeners, paying attention not only to what is being said but also to the nonverbal cues that indicate how others are feeling. Effective communication involves both speaking and listening with empathy, offering feedback in a constructive manner, and addressing concerns before they escalate. By mastering communication, leaders can maintain open lines of dialogue, resolve conflicts efficiently, and ensure that everyone is aligned with the group's vision. A leader with high social intelligence also understands the importance of building trust within their team. Trust is the cornerstone of any effective leadership, as it fosters collaboration, enhances problem-solving, and encourages innovation. Leaders who demonstrate reliability, honesty, and consistency build trust with their team members, creating an environment where people feel comfortable taking risks, offering ideas, and working together. Trust allows team members to be more open, share feedback, and challenge each other constructively, ultimately improving team performance. Without trust, even the best ideas and strategies can fail, as people are less likely to engage or contribute when they don't feel secure in their environment. Socially intelligent leaders also excel in conflict management. In any team or organization, conflicts are inevitable, but they don't have to be destructive. Leaders who are adept at managing conflicts understand the importance of addressing issues promptly and fairly. They use their emotional intelligence to navigate heated discussions, ensuring that all parties feel heard and respected. By encouraging healthy debate and facilitating solutions, leaders can turn conflicts into opportunities for growth and improvement. The ability to mediate conflict without bias or favoritism enhances a leader's credibility and strengthens the team's cohesion. A socially intelligent leader also recognizes the importance of adaptability. Every team is composed of individuals with unique personalities, skills, and needs. A one-size-fits-all approach to leadership doesn't work in a dynamic environment where change is constant. Leaders with high social intelligence know how to adapt their leadership style to fit the situation and the individuals they are leading. Whether it's offering more guidance to someone who is struggling or giving a high-performing team member the autonomy they need to succeed, adaptability ensures that each team member feels supported in a way that works best for them. This flexibility creates a more productive and positive environment, as team members are empowered to perform at their best. Finally, a key aspect of leadership through social intelligence is inspiring and motivating others. A great leader knows how to inspire their team, creating a shared vision that drives collective action. Social intelligence enables leaders to connect their team's individual goals with the broader objectives of the organization, helping everyone see the bigger picture. By motivating team members through recognition, encouragement, and shared success, leaders can build a sense of purpose and ownership that fuels higher levels of performance. Motivated individuals are more likely to go above and beyond, take initiative, and contribute creatively to problem solving. In conclusion, enhancing leadership through social intelligence involves a combination of empathy, communication, trust building, conflict management, adaptability, and motivation. By developing these social skills, leaders can create an environment where team members feel valued, supported, and inspired to achieve common goals. Social intelligence not only helps leaders navigate complex interpersonal dynamics but also fosters a culture of collaboration, innovation, and mutual respect. In today's interconnected world, leaders who understand and apply the principles of social intelligence are better equipped to lead teams effectively, drive change, and achieve long-term success. Chapter 11: Maintaining Social Intelligence in a Digital World. In today's increasingly digital world, social interactions are no longer confined to face-to-face meetings. The rise of social media, remote work, and virtual communication platforms has fundamentally changed the way people connect and collaborate. While these technological advancements offer convenience and efficiency, they also pose challenges when it comes to maintaining social intelligence. In this chapter, we will explore how individuals can adapt their social intelligence skills to thrive in a digital environment, ensuring that meaningful connections and effective communication are maintained, even in the absence of physical presence. One of the first challenges in the digital world is navigating nonverbal cues. In face-to-face interactions, nonverbal communication such as body language, facial expressions, and tone of voice plays a significant role in conveying emotions and intentions. However, in digital interactions, many of these cues are either limited or entirely absent, especially in written communication. Socially intelligent individuals need to learn how to interpret the tone and intention behind emails, text messages, and online posts by paying attention to word choice, punctuation, and context. Additionally, being mindful of how we communicate online, such as using emojis, adjusting tone, and avoiding misunderstandings, is essential in conveying empathy and clarity. Another aspect of maintaining social intelligence in a digital world is effective listening in virtual spaces. In virtual meetings or video calls, it can be tempting to multitask or become distracted by the technology itself. However, just like in face-to-face interactions, effective listening remains crucial for building strong relationships and understanding others' needs. Socially intelligent individuals know how to stay focused during virtual meetings, actively engaging in the conversation by making eye contact through the camera, nodding in agreement, and using verbal acknowledgments to show attentiveness. Additionally, using tools such as chat or feedback features can help facilitate participation and ensure that everyone's voice is heard, especially in large group settings. While face-to-face communication often fosters immediate rapport, digital communication requires more effort to build relationships. Without the physical presence of others, it can be harder to form strong connections. To maintain social intelligence in the digital age, it is essential to go beyond transactional communication and make an effort to engage on a more personal level. This might involve scheduling regular check-ins with remote team members, sending thoughtful follow-up emails, or participating in virtual social events. Building relationships in the digital world requires intention and consistency, making sure that individuals feel valued and included, even when physical distance separates them. A crucial element of social intelligence in digital communication is the ability to adapt tone and style to the platform and audience. The same message can be received differently depending on whether it's shared via email, text, or a social media post. For example, a casual tone may be appropriate for a text message to a friend, while a more formal tone might be necessary in a professional email. Understanding the expectations of the platform you are using and adjusting your communication style accordingly is an important aspect of social intelligence. Socially intelligent individuals can tailor their messages to ensure they are clear, respectful, and aligned with the audience's preferences, ultimately improving the quality of digital interactions. In a digital world, emotional intelligence becomes even more vital. Digital communication often lacks the immediacy and warmth of in-person interactions, which can make it harder to gauge emotional responses. Socially intelligent individuals can overcome this by being more attuned to the emotional undertones of written messages and responding in a compassionate and thoughtful manner. Whether it's acknowledging someone's feelings in an email or offering encouragement in a text, responding with emotional intelligence ensures that others feel understood and supported, even when communication is happening through a screen. It's important to recognize the emotional needs of others and respond with empathy, as this builds stronger relationships and trust. Moreover, managing online conflict is an essential aspect of maintaining social intelligence in a digital world. In virtual environments, disagreements or misunderstandings can arise more easily, as it's often harder to read emotions and body language. Socially intelligent individuals are skilled at resolving conflicts with tact, even in online interactions. This involves taking a step back to evaluate the situation, approaching the issue calmly, and focusing on constructive dialogue rather than escalating the conflict. When managing online disagreements, it's crucial to stay respectful, avoid impulsive responses, and aim to understand the other party's perspective before offering a resolution. Lastly, maintaining social intelligence in a digital world also requires balancing technology with human connection. While digital tools allow us to stay connected, it's essential to remember the value of face-to-face interaction whenever possible. Too much reliance on digital communication can lead to feelings of isolation or detachment, which can undermine the authenticity of relationships. Socially intelligent individuals understand the importance of striking a balance between digital communication and in-person interactions. Whenever possible, they make time for video calls, virtual meetups, or even in-person meetings to ensure that the human element of their relationships remains intact. In conclusion, maintaining social intelligence in a digital world requires individuals to adapt their communication strategies, emotional intelligence, and conflict management skills to the unique challenges of virtual environments. By understanding the nuances of digital communication and making a conscious effort to engage with empathy, clarity, and authenticity, individuals can continue to build meaningful relationships and foster positive connections, regardless of the medium. In the digital age, social intelligence remains just as essential as ever, helping individuals navigate the complexities of virtual interactions and maintain successful, supportive relationships in all aspects of life.